Let me tell y'all, most banks are messy, Miss Thing, and I'm always going back and forth with them over some charge that is not supposed to, ain't been done, been there, but it is, and it's always drama. And that's why I love Current. Current is the future of banking, when you can send, spend, save, and manage your money all from your phone. Current's app and connected debit card helps you to get ahead by giving you faster access to paychecks, fewer fees, and more flexibility. For a limited time, we've partnered with Current to give away $1,000. That's right, y'all. Current is giving away $250 to 4 listeners of this show. All you have to do is download the Current app and enter our code Sibling during sign-up before December 15th for a chance to win. Remember, that's Sibling during sign-up. Download the Current app, sign up in less than 2 minutes, and enter Sibling for a chance to win $250. No purchase is necessary to win. Purchase won't increase chances of winning, and you can void where prohibited. Eligibility restrictions apply. Visit current.com/sibling for full terms and conditions. Hear ye, listeners and watchers of Sibling Watchery. Y'all are in for a treat because y'all have asked for this for a while, besides Storgy. But we have a beautiful queen from across the pond, the gorgeous, the stunning, the tantalizing Tia Kofi. Hey, girl.
Hi, babes. How are you?
I'm all right, babes. You all right?
I'm all right, babe.
The season finale of Drag Race UK Season 3 is officially upon us, and Tia Kofi and I are here to review the episode. And, you know, first of all, I want to say this was a really good finale. A lot of things I didn't expect to happen. We'll get to it. I loved how they brought the Eliminated Queens back because, again, bitches spent a lot of, you and I know, you spent a lot of fucking money on the show, so the chance to wear as many of your looks on camera as possible, I am always here for 100%.
Yeah, no, I absolutely loved it. Like, I know from like our season, I was so happy to come back and just like wear my African moment on that runway. So I'm glad that they've had the opportunity to come back. I can't wait to chat some nonsense about some of their looks as well. You liked a lot of things about this episode, and I will give my opinion shortly.
Well, let's jump right on in, girl. At the top of the episode in the fallout, Crystal Versace has sent Vanity home, and now we have the official top 3. My question to you is, how do you feel about this top 3? Was this the top 3 you were envisioning? Are you happy with it? What's your tea?
Listen, it's a strong top 3, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's a little it's a little white bread, but we move. Vanity got top 4, so at least that's something. But I think they're all strong in their own way. Like, you've got the fashion, you've got the comedy, and you've got the performer. Like, there's something for everyone.
Yeah, it is definitely 3 very different queens in how they approach Drag Race. You know what I mean? Crystal is, like you said, is a fashion queen. Would you say would you say Kitty or Ella is a comedy queen?
Well, this is the thing. Ella's won the comedy challenges, but like Kitty's actually funny. So I would say Kitty's the comedy queen. But here we are. Ella's just like so professional that nothing's ever gonna faze her. So she's not a comedy queen. Still gonna win the challenge. You know what I mean? Because she's so professional.
You know what? That's what I want to say about Ella Vidae. Ella Vidae, like in my experience, is much like a Ginger Minge, much like an Alaska, much like a lot of those queens. Like they're above all, they are super professional. Ginger Minge is always on time. She's always prepared for every gig. Alaska's always on time, always super prepared. Ella Vidae comes in that same realm for me. Like the queens that you know when you do gigs together, bitch, they are early or always on time, and they have every look. They're never borrowing an eyeliner or nothing. They have all their ducks in a row all the time, and Ella does come off to me that way, which is good because I'm not that girl. I'm always like, girl, you got an extra this so I could borrow for the clothes, and I forgot my thing. You know, I'm that girl.
Well, I think that's true, but also maybe Ella should have borrowed an eyeliner for the finale, but we'll get to that.
Tia, here we go. So these returning queens come back, and for the most part, there's not a whole bunch of shade except for Veronica being like, "Oh, I actually laughed at your joke. It was good. I was surprised," which was a little shade.
I mean, Veronica is she's lovely, but she's literally so shady all the time. She does it to me constantly. But I like that. I think Veronica was sat there just being like, listen, we need to make sure this bit's not boring, so let me say something. You know what I mean? Try and spice it up a bit.
Which I can appreciate. And again, Veronica is a queen who didn't get a great showing on Drag Race UK season 3 compared to how great she showed on season 2. So, you know, I'm like, bitch, soak up every moment you get on camera and be like, let everybody know why you're that bitch. So work. And then we come in the next day and we get the traditional official badge count by all the queens. And Ella officially has 4 badges. Do you think the most badges should equal the win?
Right. I kind of did last year when I was there, because I was like, listen, I've got no badges, send me home. But now I'm watching this season back, I'm like, no, not really. Because like someone like Kitty was basically second for every single challenge that happened.
Yeah.
Like, because someone picked you to the post, if you were like right there the whole time, then you deserve that recognition.
Yeah, I can see that too. And we have queens like Evie Oddly, who Evie only had 1 win her season, but she won the whole season. And I don't remember if Jada had the most wins, but anyway, long story short, I don't ever think that the most wins should be the winner. Sasha Velour, for example, someone who came in at the end and really did a great fucking job and be like, bitch, I deserve to win. You know, so yeah, I agree. I don't think it always means who has the most wins or who else has the most badges. And for this,
they never give a winner. They never give a winner for that final challenge. Do you know what I mean? It's very much like, you know, on your All-Stars, I don't want to say it, but you definitely won that final challenge. You know what I mean? You fully won that final challenge. So, like, that sort of, like, evens the count as well. And on this one, like, you didn't give a badge for that last maxi challenge, so who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, for sure. And for this week, speaking of maxi challenges, this week's maxi challenge, they are writing verses to Hey Sis, It's Christmas. Now, RuPaul, this song Been Done had come out like 2 or 3 years ago, and we just writing verses to it. I mean, RuPaul could have put out a new Christmas banger for us this year, but he said, nah, I'm going to rehash an old song and make these bitches write to my old shit.
And not even like the best song on that RuPaul's Christmas album. Like, where was my Get to You for Christmas? We went with Hey Sis, It's Christmas. Not the strongest. Not the strongest.
And the girls commenced to writing their verses for their song, and Kitty is saying hers. Now, I know, y'all, I know it is not a derogatory word, but the word knickers sounds very similar to something else. And every time somebody say it, I'd be like, wait, what did I just hear? Knickers. Kitty is definitely leaning into the comedy, which, again, I think is smart for her. This is what she's done the whole time. Kitty has been, in my opinion, the most naturally charismatic, funny person. Like, she's not, like, overly trying. She just has jokes all the time. So I think leaning in that direction for your material, for your song, is smart.
Yeah, this is not the time to be showing the judges' versatility. This is the time to be like, you put me here for a reason. Mama Ru put me on this earth for a reason. So I'm going to stick to what I know. And I think that was so smart of her.
So now the queens all go and have their one-on-ones. Well, they're not one-on-ones anymore. They're 2-on-1s with Michelle and Rue. And my takeaways from each one. Kitty, starting with Kitty, I feel like Kitty had the most, well, no, that's not true. But something about Kitty's, again, felt so effortless, and she just having conversation with them. It doesn't feel like she's trying to hit bullet points and try to say the right thing. It just seems like Kitty is carrying a conversation with Rue and Michelle. And from watching seasons of Drag Race, that seems to be what RuPaul likes a lot. It's just someone that feels effortless and easy. And that's what Kitty feels like talking to Rue and Michelle to me.
Yeah, it's just like Kitty's so natural. It doesn't. Yeah. At no point have I been like, oh, she's turned it on for the cameras. Oh, she's playing a character. That's just her. Yeah. Like she's doing all those silly voices and quotes, and like that's always been the Kitty that I've known as well. So it's nice to like actually watch a person be them like authentically themselves on camera as well, and just have everyone fall in love with them.
Yeah, and then Ella has hers. Okay, now I know people have been calling Ella the traitor season. I still don't agree. To me, trade is somebody trade is somebody that come home that might steal your shit. If Ella came over to my house and we fucked, I would not be afraid that Ella might stab me and take my shit. I don't get that vibe from Ella. But I do. Looking at her, I was like, oh my god, Ella is very handsome, a very traditionally handsome dude. Like he's hot. I just saw it.
Yeah, if you took Ella home in the morning, she'd cook you a delicious dinner of like roast duck and foie gras. Like, it's that energy.
You know what I mean? It's very that. Yeah. It's very that. Yeah. And then Rue asked Ella a question, which I'm very happy Rue did this because That is queens in the past on Drag Race have been accused of this. When Drew asked her about being a failed actor who turned to drag, and I love having this dialogue on camera because I think it's an important thing. I know back home in New York City there were some queens who, because they didn't quite make it in Broadway or acting like how they wanted to, they turned to drag and it became their fail-safe, and they ended up excelling at it, sometimes not excelling at it. And Ella's like, no, this is something I really want to do. And I think this is a good dialogue for the people to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Is Ella weaponizing her BFA? Who knows?
Right. Oh, that thing about, yes, exactly. Weaponizing her BFA. You remember
that? Jan and Rose really turned that bit round, didn't they? No, I've also known Ella for a while. And like Ella might be old, but she has not been doing drag for that long. So like I've known Ella as like a little baby, sort of coming to the Two Brewers and talking to me in Something Wrong about wanting to start drag.
Really?
So, like, it's a genuine like interest. I don't think you can say that Ella's failed at anything because she's literally been on the West End and like performed in shows. So like if she wanted to, she could go and like carry on doing that, but she's chosen to like follow this path. And I'm like, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, for sure. So Roseanne Jan, CC Ella on how to do drag successfully and be happy at
it. Yeah, exactly. Bury that.
And with Crystal, shockingly, not because shockingly, I would say that. I think Crystal is coming across very charismatic in a way that I have not seen her in this competition. I feel like, obviously, Crystal has been the most stunning fucking bitch this entire time, and she always looked pretty much great every time on the runway. But in terms of charisma, like being like really a charismatic person, I can't say I've seen that, but in this conversation, I am seeing this with Rue. And the way she's like dialoguing with Rue Michelle, it seems really, I'm like, okay, this is a different side of Crystal that I haven't seen, and I like it.
Well, I mean, at this point, Crystal's comfortable.
Let's get to the challenge. So, hey, since it's Christmas, off the top, I think Ella, okay, now, there was a challenge where she had to record vocals, and she was not good. Bitch, she sounds fucking incredible on this track, and the run she was doing, I was genuinely shocked that was Ella. She sounded so fucking good.
I mean, that's what she does. That's her trade. She's a musical theatre performer. So, like, you expect some level of vocals, and like I know we all heard BDE and we were like, are you really a singer?
BDE was not a good showing for her. Yeah. Ella's look is cute. It's Christmas. Again, here we have the breastplate. With this dress, I see why you would want to wear a breastplate though, because it's hard to wear that top with a bra because you'll see the bra and then it won't look good. So I get it. But I mean, you can see the breastplate thing, but that's neither here or there. And she wore the black boots, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah, I mean, I think of the three of them, Ella did the best job at covering the breastplate up because apparently this is the season of the breastplate.
Bitch.
But it's giving, to me, it's giving a bit Ann Summers sort of like lingerie rather than sort of finale dance outfit.
Huh? But yeah.
It's a little bit, babe, did you pop to Primark just before the final? That's what I'm getting. Popped on a tutu.
And as a queen of Primark, I can confirm, probably. I love Primark.
As the most basic queen, I'm not reading anyone because that was my drag on season 2. But yeah, I think she looks gorgeous though, and she definitely like slayed the actual challenge too.
Oh, she was the best in this challenge for sure. So what are your thoughts about Kitty?
Oh, well, she's giving sort of like, I guess, like Christmas 60s Bond girl.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I see that. With the furry top and like the go-go boots and like the glove. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, the neck of the breastplate was very visible, but like,
bitch,
forgive
the rolls. I was like, oh no, Kitty. Which she done such a good job the whole time hiding it. And in the fashion challenge, girl, I'm telling you, at the end of the Drag Race, you're like, whatever, bitch, put it on, let's go do it. She's probably like, I'm over it.
I do think she looked gorgeous though. She's giving sort of like blonde bombshell. I thought she'd go a little bit more like Marilyn energy with it, but I like it.
And last but not least, Crystal Versace. Now, I would say this is the most dancer-esque look. It's like a red leotard with the fur at the top. She has the black gloves. Like, it's a leotard. So it is I guess, is it more simple than Ella's? Probably, because you're just one piece.
Yeah, I would say so. But also, like, the thing about Crystal is that she's always giving mug and body. So it's like she could have turned up in like a Sainsbury's bag and everyone would have been fine with it.
Her dance moves, the K to the V thing, I thought that was strong. But in the group pieces, when they did that like breakdown thing, Crystal was clearly the weakest. Like Kitty and Ella were like nailing the choreo. Ella more so, even a little bit more than Kitty, but Crystal was like a little bit of a beat behind on many parts. And no matter how many times the camera changed to different people, when they did the wide, Crystal was just a step behind every time.
But this is the thing about Crystal that I'm furious about because I wish I had it. What? She's just got a quality. Like, yes, she was a beat behind. Yes, do her lyrics mean anything? No, they absolutely don't. They're just noises. But like, I'm kind of obsessed with her. Like, I was watching her being like, oh, you could never. I was like, Crystal Versace is it. So like, even though it was maybe not the strongest outing, she definitely sold it to me, for sure.
Yeah, you know, it's star quality. It's like that star quality thing that even though you're not the best in the room, everyone is looking at you because you look like a star. So yeah, that's that thing, you know?
As a small business owner, I really identify with Cardi B when she says, I be in and out of banks so much that they tired of me. Did I nail it? Let me tell y'all, most banks are messy, Miss Thing, and I'm always going back and forth with them over some charge that is not supposed to, ain't been done, have been there, but it is, and it's always drama. And that's why I love Current. Current is the future of banking, when you can send, spend, save, and manage your money all from your phone. Current's app and connected debit card helps you to get ahead by giving you faster access to paychecks, fewer fees, and more flexibility. With a Current premium account, members can get paid up to 2 days faster on direct deposits because bank be holding your money for hours, Miss Thing, and that ain't cute. No overdraft fees up to $100, which means no more anxiety about getting declined when you swipe your card when you know you may not have enough funds. Been there, done that. Also, you can earn points on every single swipe, redeemable for cashback rewards, and no ATM fees on over 40,000 in-network all-point ATMs in the U.S. Helpful sending insights and notifications to track where and when you're spending your money. They also have ways to create savings goals, including the ability to round up purchases to save extra money, you know, a little extra change. For a limited time, we've partnered with Current to give away $1,000. That's right, y'all. Current is giving away $250 to 4 listeners of this show. All you have to do is download the Current app and enter our code Sibling during sign-up before December 15th for a chance to win. Remember, that's Sibling during sign-up. Download the Current app, sign up in less than 2 minutes, and enter Sibling for a chance to win $250. It's the holiday season. This is a good deal. I mean, a good steal. No purchase is necessary to win. Purchase won't increase chances of winning, and you can void where prohibited. Eligibility restrictions apply. Visit current.com/sibling for full terms and conditions.
Shall we go on to the final runway looks, Tia?
Yes, as the runway queen of my season, I feel qualified to judge these.
Listen, you and I are kindred spirits in that way, bitch. I look back at my season 10 runways and I literally can't even. Also, not you drinking this cocktail with not even a cube of ice. That is the most British thing about you. There's not a block of ice in your warm ass cocktail, bitch.
Listen, the UK is freezing cold. We don't need any ice in our drink because this room is cold enough as it is. But speaking of, can I get another? Thank you. Thank you. Mate, I'm making a night of it. You know what I mean? Let's have a
party. Let's get into the looks. First of all, this is Finale Eleganza, and RuPaul is gilded in gold. I like this RuPaul look. I would wear a dress like this. Listen, what I love about this fabric also is that it's so forgiving. So if you have one, because sometimes, you know, when you wear a corset and that, well, you're so skinny, you probably don't even wear corsets, but you have that little bulge at the top. Bitch, fabric like that forgives all of that. And I think RuPaul looks great. Also, Michelle looks cute too.
Yeah, she does. I do have to make a confession. I don't want to come for Mother Ru, but I never understand her shoes. I've always got an issue with Ru's shoes.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of wearing stockings and open-toed shoes. And Mother often does, and you know, but she's Mother.
I know. But so honestly, I didn't say anything, Ru. I swear. I love your shoes. don't
First queen up is Anubis. Tia, what are your thoughts?
I love Anubis representing their Egyptian heritage. We love to see it.
Yeah.
We know that Anubis like a very firm wig that's pointing in any direction. It's giving. Do you know what? I don't want to be harsh. It's giving Egyptian, but with a bit of like traditional British panto. So in that sense, I feel like it does sum up and represent Anubis's heritage. It just looks a bit cheap from the waist down. The waist up, I love. The waist down, yeah.
Agreed. From the waist up, it looks great. I love the gradient red on the arms. I love that collar detail. That hair is dope, having her the letter A in it. The stonework, that gold stonework, and in those gold arum stones, the barrel ones, that looks fucking incredible. Then you go from the waist down, you're like, girl, what? You're doing such a good job. Honestly, it should have just did a cat suit out of. Take the skirt off and it'd be a cat suit continuing whatever is going on in the bodice. It would have been fucking phenomenal. But the skirt does cheapen it a little bit.
Yeah, it's like she's wearing like a gorgeous like Egyptian bodysuit, but she accidentally fell into some curtains just before she walked out.
Yeah. Let's go to our next queen, which was Electra Fence. Now, everyone, keep in mind, this is finale eleganza. So had Electra made it to the finale, like Kitty, Ella, or Crystal, this would have been her finale eleganza look. That being said, her body looks great. This is not a finale look.
No, I don't know what brunch she had to do just before she came here, but I think, do you know what? I'll give it to Electra. I think she thought she was being clever because everyone expects a gown at the finale.
This is true.
So it's sort of like Tate last year did a bodysuit. Not her best bodysuit, but she did a bodysuit. And so like maybe Electra was sort of going for that vibe. I mean, she does look gorgeous. I like,
she looks
her
great.
little ponytail.
Her face is beat. But yeah, I wish there was a little bit more to make it feel like the final presentation to the world and the judges, you know?
Proportionizing. She's proportionized very well.
Yes, she is. Up next, Victoria's Scone. Stunning. I love this look. I loved the tool. I love the gloves. I love the body. Her body always looks so fucking good. She really corsets and pads really well. Like, look at that va-va-voom, bitch. Yeah, I love it. I thought this was great.
Oh, yeah, me too. She looks absolutely stunning, like gorgeous. And I'm glad that she could walk at this point.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Yeah, she looks really good. I really hope to see her on a future season of Drag Race because I feel like we missed out on, just in the one episode she was in, she had so many funny bits and she was in, like, I feel like we're missing out on a lot of great Victoria's content. So I hope she can come back in a future season for sure.
Skip her straight to an All-Stars. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't need another regular season. Just get her on an All-Stars. Yeah,
agreed. Hopefully they bump her straight to an All-Stars and she can slay that and be the first AFAB queen to win Drag Race, which would be fucking great. Up next is Veronica Green.
You first.
I'm going to start with what I like. I really like her hair. I have not seen this kind of hair on Veronica. I think it looks great. And does she have a cigarette in her hand? Is there some story here that I'm missing that she's trying to tell? I think there's a cigarette in her hand, or there's something in her hand I'm seeing in the picture that we have here. And maybe
doesn't smoke.
Maybe this concept is going over my head. This seems like a very specific story and reference she's making that I am missing.
Right. So what I will say is this was not Veronica's intended finale look. This was actually for another one of the runways, but I'll let her explain that herself. But she decided to do it for the finale. I think just because she's kind of a bad bitch. Do you know what I mean? I think she was kind of like, listen, you got rid of me earlier, so you don't deserve my finale runway. Bye. Like, I don't want to speak for her, but I think she was just like, this is me. Like, you're all born naked and the rest is drag, so here I am naked.
Got you. Okay.
I am kind of speaking for her a little bit, so I don't want her to get in trouble. World of Wonder, if you're listening, that was me assuming. We haven't had a conversation about it. Thank you.
This is all conjecture. We don't know what Veronica's intention was. I mean, we don't know what Veronica's. We can only assume what the statement is. And I mean, she has a great body. I mean, look at her little V's. Like, obviously, Veronica has a very nice body out of drag. This is, to me, it's if the statement that we're assuming she's making, like, you got rid of me, you don't deserve the best of me, here are my scraps. I feel like there would have been a more avant-garde and couture way to do that, because again, the hair and the makeup was pretty, and then then my eyes took in the entire image, and I was like, what is going on? And honestly, at that point, just be. I don't know. I don't love this. I love the hair and makeup. This outfit thing, I'm not a fan of. It's there are pieces missing to give us the full story to make it really truly impactful. Up next was Charity Case. So is she like supposed to be like, I like the look, but is she like supposed to be like a cave person, like a bat cave person?
Yeah, I think she's the dead version of my prehistoric runway. It's definitely prehistoric energy. I'm not.
Got it.
I don't know why though. Why is this the finale look?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she also, like Veronica, she's doing a category, another look, not her finale eleganza. This is something else that they didn't end up using. But if that was the case, we probably saw more of things in that vein. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know the story, but I mean, again, it's very on brand for Charity. It's a little gothic, a little gore, but with like a little bit of glam in there as well. So, I mean, I wish I could have seen her eyes, because Charity does do very pretty eye makeup. So I wish I could have seen her eyes and at least her eyes. But I think it's a cool look, cool concept.
Yeah, I mean, I think there must be a reference in it that I'm not getting, because usually,
Same.
like, Charity's looks are so smart, so thought through, and so like understood. I'm not sure why this would be your finale look, unless there's just like, there must be something that I'm not getting. So in that way, it's good, because I'm like intrigued. I want to know what it's about.
Yeah, for sure. Which again, now I'm gonna go to her Instagram page and see what she posted and see what the caption is. So good for her, because now I'm trying to do research on her ass. So smart bitch. Up next was Charissa May. This is a pretty simple look, pretty straightforward. And for your final look, I think this is a good statement. This kind of tells us, we get a sense of who Charissa's drag is with this hair and the gown and the roses, and kind of. So I think this is a great way to end the season. Had she made it to the end.
100%. She's giving like full Spanish heritage, sort of like walking out there, feeling gorgeous. I think she looks stunning. I think it's a really smart way to do that kind of ruffle and still be able to walk in it, because it's it's floating above the floor, but I'm not mad about it. We'll come back to Ella. It's floating above the floor, but I'm not mad about it. She looks stunning. It made me miss her even more.
Also, this hair is very Bianca Del Rio, and we love a Bianca Del Rio updo curl fantasy.
Very that.
Next was River Medway. Tia?
So, right, again, Tia Kofi coming with the tea. River wore her finale gown in another episode.
Which one?
So when they did the red carpet runway, River was so nervous because she'd been like critiqued really harshly. She wore her finale gown for the red carpet runway. You know that gorgeous purple dress that she wore? And then she was saying,
oh, I love that. That was so good.
So sickening. So she's had to wear something else. That
makes sense. And you know what? Smart on her, because after she did that, I think that helped her get a few more episodes further in competition. So I think that was well played by River, wearing that dress when she did, because it definitely helped her stay longer in the competition, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, this one's not. Her hair is lovely. Her mug is lovely. This one's not the one.
It's not. It's not. It's not. And y'all, yes, they get eliminated, but they when you get eliminated, you don't go home. Like they probably kept them there, especially they had them come back for the roast. They had them come back for this. They probably. I mean, again, I wasn't there. I'm assuming they kept all of them there. That's why she couldn't go back and get something else. And all the way, also, you spend all your fucking money on the show. You probably not, even if they sent you home, you don't have money to go buy a new fucking gown or get one made. So you gotta do what you got, bitch. Next up was Scarlett Harlot. She's giving me like Ice Queen. I will say for Scarlett, this seems a little old for Scarlett. Which I was shocked. Yeah. Scarlett's 27. She's so. I thought she was 17. Scarlett looks really young, and this seems like a little heavy and like a little old. Like it makes her read older than she is. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it definitely ages her up quite a look, but then quite a lot. Sorry, but that kind of makes sense to me because Scarlett's grown up with like really old school cabaret. Like Scarlett like used to work with like the bagger type sort of energy of people and stuff. So it does kind of make sense to me that she would go for this as like a finale. But I mean, she looks 50. So
yeah. And I really like her eye makeup. I like when Scarlett puts more color on her face. I said this throughout the season, I don't think Scarlett puts enough color on her face, and she paints her eyebrows really light, so you lose a lot of her features. But the pinker lip and the eye color, like these things are giving her more quote unquote body to her face, and it's giving her more dimension, which I like. But yeah, the gown and also that shawl, that's such like a grandma shawl. Like literally my grandmother has the same one in red that she wears to church on New Year's Eve every year. So I'm like, yeah, girl. And last but not least of the eliminated girls is Vanity Milan. This is Vanity Milan's finale eleganza. And one thing about Vanity I can appreciate is her body's always right. Her hips always right. Her waist is always cinched, and she wears tits. She wears big boobies. That being said, kind of like who else was it? Kind of like Elektra. This is not like a finale eleganza look, and we know obviously gowns are predictable the finale, so people want to break that mold. But I don't think this is the right choice. It's something for being your final presentation to RuPaul, like why you should win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and it's not a finale number, but do you know what? I'm kind of obsessed with it because it is Vanity. Like at that last moment, she's sort of come out and she's been like, I did the assignments. I ticked every box that you forced me into, but now I'm just doing me. And I kind of like the fact that she turned up for brunch. Do you know what I mean? Like I kind of love the fact that she could take that off and twirl the house down boots to You Don't Own Me. Like I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not a finale, but it's her, so I love it.
Yeah, I also do I also do like this hair. With like kind of like a Black Queen does Cruella. It's like you have the dark hair where you have, instead of that white streak, it's like the blonde, which the 627 honey blonde, which I like that. But yeah, and let's go with our top 3. We have first up Miss Ella Vidae. What say you, Tia Kofi?
I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. She walked out and I said, you should have come out of drag, mama. Like, that's harsh, isn't it? Sorry. Ella, we're friends. What was this floating, like, piece on why was it not on, why was the hairline here? What was the why was the jewelry? Why was there no eyeliner? Who was the eyebrow? Why was the wrist not who was the ring? Where was the silver shoe and the
Yeah, out of the 3, this is probably my least favorite. The gold jewelry and silver shoes, which, I mean, her friends are so shady, because I know one of these fucking girls, either in the top 3 or the eliminated girls, someone had a silver necklace, silver necklace and some silver earrings. Because if the choice was jewelry over shoes, obviously shoes are more important because not everyone has your shoe size. So to select the shoe, bitch, get a silver choker and some silver earrings from somebody else. And if all of them said no, then those bitches ain't your friends. They're your fucking enemies, bitch. Because that was wild to me. The gold jewelry with the silver shoes. I gagged.
I would not feel comfortable sitting here being like, this was great. It was like one of those moments where you were like, she walked around the corner and I just went, you were so close. You were so close.
So close.
It was that moment
so
where
close.
Yeah.
Next up was Kitty Scott Claus. Kitty looks great. I love her. I always love her face. I love this hair. I don't wear hair like this often. I would wear this though. I think this is very pretty. She looks like she's going to a little a gown in fucking Princess Fairyland, but she doesn't look like a princess. She looks like a fairy godmother, right?
Yeah, I mean the energy, because you could tell that Kitty absolutely loves this outfit. Like me watching it, I felt like I sent my like 7-year-old onto a pageant. I was like watching her being like, "You're living your dream, honey, and I'm proud of you." And like I kind of love that, because like that's what I want to see from like a Drag Race finale, is someone like literally feeling the most beautiful they've ever felt, and Kitty did that for me.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You can tell she loved this gown. You could tell she was so proud to wear it, so happy to wear it. She looked, and that radiated off of her. Definitely, it felt good to watch her walk in the gown. For sure. Last but not least is Crystal Versace. Crystal Versace. What are your thoughts, Miss Tia Kofi? What say you?
Well, I'm trying to give you a little Crystal Versace right now with my puff sleeves and my human hair unit. Do you know what I mean? Trying to give you a bit of Crystal V. She looked gorgeous. I can never come for her. She looks absolutely stunning. Her makeup is perfect. She's stunning. I'm obsessed with her. I would have lost that one metallic all the way round belt that every drag queen has.
Yeah.
I'd have lost that one in the mix.
Yes.
And I'd have maybe popped a little powder on the boobies. Little powder on the boobies.
So they're not so shiny. Yeah, agreed. I think that metallic Obi belt thing, it throws off everything else. I feel like if she would have taken that off, and also the pearls, it would have been more consistent, as opposed to because what it felt like is that she just put a whole bunch of stuff on, as opposed to her taking these specific jewels to put them around. Like the belt and the pearls throw it off for me. If she'd have lost those, the whole thing would have made sense. And obviously you can't talk about the bitch's face. Her face is stunning. Her hair is stunning. I have this gown in like 3 colors. I have it in black, I have it in green, and I think I had it in red. I don't know where the red one went though. So yeah, the gown, nothing wrong with the gown. It's the accessories, kind of the wrong accessories, kind of cheapened a little bit. That being said, though, Crystal did a really good job of the season of really putting more of her charisma in here, and her really, really, really coming out of her shell more. And when Ru asked about her younger self, it was so passionate and felt so real. And the way how she ended it with the joke talking about the filler thing, like that is such RuPaul humor. Like to have the serious moment at the end, put that little thing at the end to make you seem even more relatable and to make you seem like that bitch. So. Yeah, I think Crystal nailed it, and congratulations to her. Oh my God, the lip sync. We didn't talk about the lip sync. In the lip sync. Oh yeah, my God, Kitty was the best lip sync for me. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. Everything she did, she was doing comedy, she was being serious, she was being dramatic. I think Kitty was the best in the lip sync, hands down.
Yeah, 100% agree. Kitty won the lip sync for me, but I was quite stunned at Crystal's ability to, because, I thought Crystal was 19, so she's just going to whip a human hair wig and jump into the splits. But she acted the song, so brilliantly and was giving, the drama and stuff like that. And then Ella was not good.
She definitely faded to the background. She was not... I was very surprised. Again, she is like a stage performer. She performs in the West End. That's her career. So I was shocked at how much I saw her fade into the background for this final lip sync. I was very shocked by that.
Yeah, I mean, we got some shady close-ups of maybe the 1 or 2 times she might have fluffed the words, but I thought there were points where she was literally facing away from the judges, and I was like, they are making the decision. The wall is not making the decision. Yeah. RuPaul is making the decision. It just, she, I don't know what it was. I think maybe it was she'd done so well, and that moment kind of maybe was too, the last bit of pressure that tipped her over the edge.
That being said, very, 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 very big congratulations to Miss Carissa Versace. She is the new reigning queen of the United Kingdom. She has her crown and scepter right next to the queen at Buckingham Palace. She got her own room up in the castle. Well, y'all, this has been another season of Sibling Watchery. The beauty of sibling rivalry and Watchery, y'all, is that y'all are always gonna get the honest myself, Bob, myself, Monet, gonna get the honest Bob. And I love that our guests, like Tia Kofi, like Keisha Carr, like Lauren Chan, like all these people who are coming to the show, always get their honest opinions as well, good, bad, or ugly. So thank y'all so much for another season. Until next time, mwah.